guys ready for Erik? Erik! Hey. I think that's good. We got you, right? Remember to keep it in the mic stand and stand close enough so they can hear.
I was walking in the park one day, just daydreaming, and I suddenly realized that I had wandered onto a baseball field and there was a game in progress. And there are all these 10-year-old kids all around me. So I quickened my pace to get off the field, and as I did, I could hear a voice behind me say, "Old fart." So I glanced around, expecting to see an elderly person in the vicinity. But except for those kids, the only one there was me. Now, just like with the Kennedy assassination or the Apollo moon landing, every middle-aged American man remembers where he was the first time somebody calls him an old fart. For me, it was in the park that day. Well, I looked and I saw this one boy just slowly tossing a baseball up and down in his hand like that. Somehow I knew that he was the one who had just disrupted my life. So I looked and I said, "You know, you whippersnappers ought to have more respect." Then I thought, holy Toledo, only old farts use the term whippersnapper, let alone holy Toledo. So I had to regain the upper hand. So I pointed towards some bushes in the distance. I said, "You know, in my day, I could smack a baseball clear to those bushes." And he said, "Yeah, right." Well, I saw a baseball bat there on the ground. I looked at that bat, and I looked at that boy, still tossing that ball up and down. And I looked at those bushes in the distance, way in the distance. I made a slight motion toward the bat. He stopped, grabbed the ball, and he squinted at me like this. All the boys leaned in. It was like in the movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, at the cemetery scene where all the guys are looking at each other like. I felt like the Clint Eastwood. I reached toward the bat. Then I hear a voice say, "Jimmy, it's time to come home." I look, there's a woman there. The boy hangs his head, kicks at the dirt a couple times, and he shuffles on to his mother like a whipped little puppy. I said, "Little fart?" Now, that kid lucked out that time. But one of these days, he and I will meet again. And when we do, I'm going to look at him and say, "Pitch that ball, sonny boy. I'm just getting started."